Hello everyone. Join us on an exciting journey with Explore the World Cameroon. London and Sydney go take you explore Cameroon, the heart of Africa. Experience the vibrant culture, nature, and traditions from Yaoundé market to rainforest adventures. Every page na new discovery. Join the Cameroonian food, music, and wildlife with our explorers. This book na true celebration of Cameroon spirit. Get your copy now. Available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and through your library and bookstores via Ingram's Park. Don't miss this adventure.
Finding the right real estate professional can be challenging. I'm broker Melissa Wilson. I'm knowledgeable in all aspects of the real estate process. So whether you're looking to buy new or an existing home or have a commercial need, I'm here to help.
What's going on, fam? This is Jay Cameron inviting you to join us in Ethiopia next March 2025. And this is going to be an iconic trip that you don't want to miss, a trip of a lifetime. We're going to be visiting Addis Ababa, Gondor, Lalibela. You'll have a chance to taste the amazing Ethiopian food. You'll also have a chance to visit the Rastafarian community. You'll get the history, you'll get the fashion, you have an opportunity to shop. It's going to be a trip, an experience of a lifetime. So make sure you sign up to join us in Ethiopia, March 2025.
Make sure you pick up my two books that's in Amazon right now. The first one is Passive-Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy. And I talk about in that particular book how the system of white supremacy really runs and on our daily lives here in America. In our latest book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, we go through those steps to try to deprogram you from the system of white supremacy. Make sure you can pick up those books on Amazon.com.
Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
At African Diaspora News Channel, we cover stories that don't receive mainstream attention, and we serve as the voice to the global Black community. We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media, connecting the African diaspora one story at a time.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are here. We are here this evening. It's Wednesday, and we are at midweek. Have a few things to announce. Got right here. I want to say, like they say in church, a praise report in my hand right here. Some sort of. I want to read y'all this praise report. So I'll get to that here in a second. But I'm glad everybody here. Glad everybody's here with us today. And the person that left a comment about Tiffany Henyard, I didn't see no news. I looked it up because trust me, I would look that up. The only thing new about her that I could find, and I'm talking about on WGN, that's Chicago news, about some money she spent on the trip out there. So no, trust me, when that come on the wire, we definitely gonna talk about the super mayor Tiffany Henyard. Let me take care of some important things first before we get to the rest of the stuff that we need to do. Those of you who are going with us to Ethiopia, I don't know how many of you are doing that, going to Ethiopia and seeing that for the first time and enjoying that particular trip. Make sure that you're, keeping up with your payments and all of that. If you would like to go, the cutoff for that is going to be at the end of the month. And that's that. And because, every time we have a trip, well, I want to go, I'm going to go on the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Well, when's the next one? I never know when the next one is. I never know. And I'm generally saying I don't know, because we do that trip by trip basis. It may not be a trip. It may be it. I don't know. It just depends on what happens, how things go on one, right? And once again, these trips are for you guys, right? To go with maybe like-minded people, so you don't go by yourself. People that's professional, that's going to take care of you, so it's been enjoyable for the most part, minus a couple of hiccups on a couple, but those things were ironed out. So the moment I see there's no interest in it or something that we can't do, then we'll leave it alone and just, do what we do. We keep rocking out, right? That's not going to stop us from going to the continent, because we got stuff to do over there just on a good day, at least in 2 countries, Kenya and South Africa, and probably need to expand a little more. Also, download the African Diaspora News Channel app in Google Play and Apple App Store. Some people say, how can I support? That's one of the greatest ways you can support. You want to support us financially is download the app and get a membership. All those funding come directly to us. It helps us to pay payroll, expand, pay everybody we need to pay, because we need to make sure that we can always do that always do that here. And we don't have, these big $10 million, $100 million podcast deals. We're doing it completely off grassroots, literally, so we want to be completely 100% grassroots, and the app is the only way we can do that. And we can just get 10,000 members. We can be 100% grassroots, and we wouldn't be thinking about what happens on social media platforms, at least the ups and downs and all the rounds and the rule changes and all that happy stuff. So that's that. Now, let me get to an update. Oh, sorry. Kellen got... where are my sales reps at? Sales reps in the United States, or sales reps in South Africa, sales reps in Kenya, sales reps wherever you at in the world. You good at what you do, and you could possibly help us in an area with sales rep. If you're interested in that, this will be something that's you will be working with Kellen with. I know nothing about how to do that. That's it. That'll be his wheelhouse. If you're interested in that, it'll be, a beginning commission based in the beginning. But as you work with him, he'll give you the whole program. So if you're interested, no matter where you're at, in the world, you got the expertise. Make sure to, go to the contact tab and just, put in you're interested, give you information like your LinkedIn. Your LinkedIn is perfect, or your website. Put all that on the contact tab on our website. That way I forward it directly to Kellen, and then y'all can have that conversation. But we are looking for sales reps, because we do need to pick up, more advertising here, whether they small brands or whether they big, but we need some help with that. So if you're interested in that and want to join this great dynamic team over here, we actually have some great people here. We really do. It's like a family here with everybody. Some people y'all see, a lot of people you don't see. We just have a good vibe over here, and I really like that, because I always hated the vibe in corporate America, and I never wanted to run a company like that. So, you're interested and you're a sales rep and you're a go-getter, and you say, look, I can get this bag and I can do that. That's my wheelhouse. Well, just go to the contact tab, put your name down, say you're interested, leave all your information. We'll make sure Kellen gets it. All right, so let's give an update real quick before we get to the meat of what we're going to talk about tonight. There was a video that I made. I'm gonna play it real quick. Let me get to that tab. I made this video. I went inside of a Foot Locker, and they had this young brother and sister in this Foot Locker, literally sweating in this store. It was so hot. I mean, it was ridiculous how hot it was in that store. They gave them box fans. And so at the time, I told the young sister, say, you know what? I said, I'm gonna try to do something about it. I say, just give me a little bit. Let me see what I can do. So the first thing I did was this here. I'm gonna show you just real quick. And where is it? I'm gonna play this quick video that we made just real quick. Just come out of the Foot Locker over here at First Colony Mall, number 08719. So I walked in there, it was hot. I'm like, why in the hell is it so hot in here? I mean, shoot, the light's on. So end up finding out that the AC has been broke since April. So we're in August, almost mid-August here in Texas. And then this message is going directly to Foot Locker Corporation. Your people need some AC in there. How in the world are you going to sit up here to serve the customers or even your employees, got them out there just working in the heat? That is not right. Then this is the insult to injury. They sit here and they will give them some box fans. Now in Texas down here, you have a lot of humidity, Foot Locker. Now Foot Locker, you're making millions upon millions of dollars. You should be giving your employees some AC. Come on now, that's not right. I mean, this is Texas, you're down here, humidity, and they're sweating in there. And these are your employees, young employees I saw in there really, pissed me off. I was like, man, I mean, what? If this, I say, it's hot like we back on the plantation or something in here, with your employees. What's going on with that? So Foot Locker, you need to fix that because, and I'm gonna keep up with this. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So that was a quick video that I made back then. And let me get back on the screen here. Let me get on the screen. Where's my screen? All right. So now I posted that to TikTok as well. All the places I can post it. But we also took it a step further. We contacted OSHA about this, and we made a report. Of course, I come from the petrochemical industry, and I know there's certain things that, I saw that were just violations on a good day. If you don't have proper ventilation or things like that, you have to provide cooling stations. They did not provide no cooling stations, and being inside with no proper ventilation, because some people say, well, I work in a warehouse, but yes, you still got to have proper ventilation, and you got to have cooling stations, and you have to have mandatory breaks and all of that if you work in some sort of heat environment. So we end up making a report to OSHA, and I end up getting a letter from OSHA as a response to that. It was dated the 15th. And they were saying here, just read what OSHA sent to me to say, in response to your non-formal complaint of safety and or health hazards, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration has contacted Foot Locker and requested that appropriate action be taken to correct the situation. Enclose a copy of that letter for your information. It says the letter indicates the employer has been given 5 business days to correct the hazards. It said, please notify me if no correction has been made within 5 business days. We have not revealed your identity to the employer. Say when we receive additional information from the employer, we'll notify you with a response. And then they talk about Section 11C of the Occupational Safety and Health Act protects employees from being discriminated against because of their involvement in protected activities related to safety and health. They tell you if you believe you're being treated differently, you have rights, ladies and gentlemen, in America, or action is being taken against you because of your safety or health activity, you may file a complaint with OSHA, and then they give the information. So they sent me the actual letter that they sent to the district manager at that particular Foot Locker. And the lady's name is Courtney here. And they said here, on August 15th, 2024, the OSHA received a notice of alleged workplace hazard at your work site. Gave the address and said, we notify your store manager by telephone. Well, they called them. It's an alleged hazards on August the 15th. The specific nature of the allegation of hazard is employees are exposed to elevated heat temperatures, exposing employees to heat-related illnesses. And that's true because you can have heat exhaustion and you can have heat stroke without proper ventilation and without cooling stations that you must provide. A box fan inside an area with no windows is not going to get it. Like I said, I'm typing in my petrochemical experience there. So they say, we have not determined whether the hazards as alleged existing in your workplace. We do not intend to conduct an inspection at this time. However, because allegations of validations or hazards have been made, we request that you immediately investigate the alleged conditions and make any necessary corrections or modifications. Please advise me in writing no later than August 22nd, 2024, the results of your investigation. You must provide supporting documentation on your findings. This includes any applicable measurements or monitoring results, photographs, video that you believe would be helpful, and description of any corrective action that you've taken as they are in the process of taking, is including documentation of the corrected condition. Then they give the number, local number. They say the letter is not a citation, notification, or proposed penalty, which according to OSHA, it said may be issued only after the inspection and investigation of the workplace. It is our goal to assure the hazards are properly identified and eliminated. Please take immediate corrective action where needed. If we do not receive response from you by August 22nd, 2024, indicating that the appropriate action has been taken or that no hazard exists and why OSHA will be inspecting the place. And then they talking about they're going to look at the injury and illness results, hazard communication, PPE, emergency action or response, bloodborne pathogens, confined space, lockout, tag out, and related safety and health issues. Please be aware that OSHA conducts random inspections to verify the corrective actions asserted by the employer. So they can also get a random. They ask them they need any assistance with the complaint and all that, yada, yada, yada. There's a lot of jargon here. But trust me, you get a letter from OSHA, you're going to correct that real quick. I promise you, the moment OSHA called, they got that AC people on the phone quick. You don't want a problem with OSHA. OSHA will shut you down real quick, on top of fines and all that other stuff. So this is the thing. Black people, we do have rights in this country, and it just take a few seconds to just assist a young brother or sister out sometime that may not know their rights. You understand? And that's it. So I'm pretty sure that young brother and sister had to get some AC pretty quick. And, that's why I didn't put them on camera, nothing like that. Cause like I said, that may be the only job they have, but we can help without putting everybody on camera sometime. You okay? So, I promise you they got that AC fix. I promise you that. But I'll probably go follow up sometime this week, just go in there and see myself. But yeah, they fixed it. I promise you that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So that's that. I like to get information like that. So let's go on and get to our where are we going? Where are we going tonight? Oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah, let me go ahead and get him keyed up. And then I ain't forgot about devotional, so let's go.
I'm just telling you. I'm going to let you talk.
Who you talking to, you gonna let? The voters let me. I got voted in. Who you talking to? You gonna let me? I got seconds left.
I want you to know.
Ain't she crazy? How many seconds? I'm counting your time. Miss Galloway, I'm gonna rule you out order. You keep talking so much.
Do I have the floor? Do I?
Yes, you do.
You have the floor. Thank you very much.
What a fool.
We have got to help the city of Flint. We have got to move the city forward. We have got to vote yes on this. Thank you.
Ms. Herkenroder, you the reason that I'm going to vote the way I'm going to vote, because you tried to put words in my mouth like I said you was a racist. You got to stop doing that. You've got to stop doing that.
Ms. Fields, please be very careful in that area. Please.
All I said, there was mediation and there were people in rooms. That's not
who in what room and how many.
But I am going to finish saying this.
Well, go ahead.
That's fine. Do you?
It shouldn't be fine. We got folks sitting in business, and I wouldn't care if you was the chair, the sofa, the TV. So you might want a dialogue.
I don't give a...
You don't give a what?
That's what he's trying to do.
So you dialoguing?
There's no dialogue.
It is some dialogue. You gave me some dialogue.
Councilwoman Worthy, what is your point of order? No, I'm not.
You ain't?
I'm not.
You must.
This is a joke.
Stop this abuse.
I'm going to give you a point of order. Personal attacks is out of order. Now, you want to make a personal attack on me, I'm going to tell you something. I'm tired of Ms. Fields calling me racist. I'm tired of you calling me personal names as it relates to women. I'm tired of it. It's wrong. You're out of order. But you keep doing it. Because when I start blasting your butt, like I'm doing, everybody already know it's coming from y'all. But don't get beside yourself, Mr. Chairman. If he gonna holler tell me to shut up, you better give him his warning.
I gave you yours.
Give him his. If you gonna discriminate, you gonna let the white man running for mayor holler across and tell this black man to shut up.
I don't want to hear
that. So when he get loud, I'm gonna get louder. When they go low, I go lower.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the great Eric Mays, one of the only people that we can get behind. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So tonight, Nina Turner. Now, the first time at least I've heard of Nina Turner is when maybe some of you been knowing her forever, The first time I heard of her is when she was working on the Bernie Sanders campaign. And then later she tried to run, I think, for Congress and everything. And people, you know, taking issue with Nina Turner because she was connected to Bernie Sanders and, you know, in his particular, you know, wing of the party. Even though he says he's an independent, but he always, you know, had to run as a Democrat, at least when he ran for president. Because unfortunately, they don't have third parties. Now, one thing about South Africa, I will give y'all that. Y'all do have a lot of parties. And I mean, I wouldn't say we need 50 parties, but I will say it'd be good to at least have a good 5. About a good 5 parties. You'll break up that Democrat-Republican cartel. And then to maintain the Democrat-Republican cartel, they constantly sue to get third parties off the ballot. These are the people that are running around talking about democracy and how they're going to save democracy from Trump, but they the main ones who are trying to block Cornel West from being on the ballot. They're the main ones that's was trying to block Robert Kennedy from being on the ballot as well. Democrats and Republicans, let me make sure to say that too. But Cornel West recently came out, and I think he's going to be supporting or being supportive of Trump because I guess what the Democrats have done to him. It seems like it. So that's quite interesting there. The Democrats, they just messing over everybody. Cornel West wanted to run for Democrat. Robert Kennedy wanted to run for Democrat. And they just screw people over because remember, in the Democrat Party, you don't get a choice. People get selected over there. And we have to remember class is in session. So let's get to Nina Turner. Now, Nina Turner had made a video. Some of you may have seen this. Is going around. And you remember I talked about, and I did a whole stream on this, wait for Nina Turner talked about this, that the Democrat Party is not a place for the straight-laced alpha black man. It's not. I said, the only way you can really be there as a black man, you have to bow down to the women. You have to be sassy. You have to be bug-broken. If you're LGBT, you cool. If you are, you know, an immigrant, but yeah, even if you're an immigrant, you can't be an alpha male. You still have to bow down. If you're a black immigrant, let me say this much. So it's just not a place for a lot of us black men. They think they can, when they tell you to shut up and vote, when they tell you black men don't ask no questions, don't say nothing, that's emasculation tactics. Cussing you out, talking to you any kind of way, that's emasculation tactics. And how do you want to be in a party that don't respect you, that talk to you any kind of way? But it would be okay if the Shields would talk to white men that way and Asian men that way and Arab men and Hispanic men. They don't talk to those men that way. They only talk to black men that way. The whole party talked to black men that way. But let's play what Nina Turner had to say here, and because some of you may not respect it coming from me, right? Because, you know, I'm a black man, so, you know, some things y'all don't respect. So let's Sister Nina Turner talk about it real quick. You know what? The way we do things, we'll let her talk about it, and then we cue it back up, and we'll just cook as we normally do.
What's your read on why so many black men, Hispanic voters have found in Trump something to admire, something even to vote for?
Well, Madam Editor, I'm glad you asked me that question. For me, the Democratic Party emasculates black men. Wow. And I think Hispanic men probably feel the same way. And I say this because they weaponize identity. When and where we enter, who we are, how we identify is important to who we are, just like our fingerprints. But if you're not going to use my identity to advance a social justice cause, and you're just going to use my identity as a blunt force object, now I got a problem. And so what the Democratic Party does, they put black women on a pedestal and they say, we're the mothers of the movement, or we saved the party. But yet you don't put forth policies that save black babies. You don't put forth policies that deal with the maternal death rate of black women and black babies in the United States of America. You don't do those things that lift and edify. Yes, identity is important. Both parties use it differently. Republicans use it to say that everybody black or brown or of a mixed race is somehow kind of way a DEI hire. They use it to say certain books will be banned. Don't tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth about how this country was formulated, because you might hurt a white child's feelings by saying that, yeah, chattel slavery existed, and oh, by the way, white powerful folks stole the land from the indigenous people. So all of those things, Chinese Exclusion Act, I mean, we can go down the list. But Democrats use it in a way that alienates other folks, and it offends me. So when I talk to black men across this country, they don't see themselves in this party. It's one thing to recognize the power and prowess of black women and the sacrifices that we make. It is another thing to put us above black men. The black struggle, black men and black women have to be together. We don't have the luxury to be separated, and so I resent the Democratic Party for doing that. And so black men do not see themselves in the party. That bravado, you know, because we got a kind of masculine energy, and masculine energy is not all bad, but the type of bravado that Trump puts forward is still very much rooted in a hierarchical patriarchy, and a lot of men gravitate to that.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
All right, you got to always end it with the greatest vice president of America, right? All right, so you know how we do it. Let's start it over, and then let's get back into it.
What's your read on why so many black men, Hispanic voters have found in Trump something to admire, something even to vote for?
Madam Editor, I'm glad you asked me that question. For me, the Democratic Party emasculates black men. Wow. And I think Hispanic men probably feel the same way. And I say this because...
Now, I will say this much. I don't think she should have talked about Hispanic men because, I mean, now if a Hispanic woman was up there with her to talk about Hispanic men, that'd be a little different. But I just kind of stay in my wheelhouse. And I'm like, okay, I'm only going to focus on black men because that's what I know about. Nothing against Hispanic men at all. We just need to stay in our wheelhouse, but okay.
They weaponize identity. When and where we enter, who we are, how we identify is important to who we are, just like our fingerprints. But if you're not going to use my identity to advance a social justice cause, and you're just going to use my identity as a blunt force object, now I got a problem. So what the Democratic Party does, they put black women on a pedestal and they say, we're the mothers of the movement, or we saved the party. But yet you don't put forth policies that save black babies. You don't put forth policies that deal with the maternal death rate of black women and black babies in the United States of America.
All right, let's just stop right there. She hit on a lot. She definitely hit on a lot just in that 1 minute. This is the thing. Black men respect power. Black men respect, resources. Black men respect that. Now, let's go back to she mentioned in Trump and how some black men they asked a question about Trump. If y'all just do the research, black men been talking about Trump in rap songs. Come on now. If you are a fan of hip hop, how many times have they talked about getting money like Trump? We talking about way before he started running for political office. So many dudes was out here with Trump. Mike Tyson was with Trump. Jesse Jackson was with Trump. Al Sharpton was with Trump, getting money. Everybody getting money from Trump. All these years. So Trump isn't a new figure with black men talking about, really, right? He's not a new figure. Trump gave money to Jesse Jackson, his campaign when he tried to run for president. I mean, so Donald Trump's not a new figure. Not at all. A lot of people wanted to do what Trump do as black men. I mean, contrary to popular belief, black men don't want to be broke. I know that's a narrative out here that all black men are broke. Black men want to be sorry. Even brothers that's out there Pookie and Ray-Raying it up. If you give those brothers an opportunity to get off of the street and make some real money where they ain't got to be on the street doing what they doing, those brothers will come off the street. A lot of them would. Black men are no different than any other man out here. Black men want to make money. Black men want a baby to have, provide, have his own family, do whatever he want to do. Black American men are no different than any other man. The difference is with Black American men, the straight-laced Black American man, is that he has been sabotaged and other groups of men have not been sabotaged. Every time the Black man try to take a step forward, he's pushed 10 steps back because this system always trying a way to undermine the Black man. Any way, shape, form, fashion. They want to divide the Black man from his children. They want to divide the Black man from the woman he with. They want to divide him in society away from jobs. They want to divide him just not to even have a high self-esteem by himself. Everything is wrong with the Black man. And that's where the focus is on the Black man. Even when she talked about elevating the Black woman in the Democrat Party, that's to create division. Because they know if they elevate the woman in that party, then they know how nature just takes over. They know nature would take over and the women would disrespect those men because I don't care what you say, it's out of order. Order says the man's the leader, the woman's the helpmeet, not the other way around. That's why when they get at a higher position than men, that's why they can't be with a man. And that's why they say, well, he got to make the money I'm making, because they only respect you when you're above them. They don't really respect you when you're beneath them. That's what happens when they start making a whole lot of money. I was keeping it 100 with you. Now, you got some women that's not that way, but just really nature, that's really what it is. So they know that. That's why they want to end the job. They want to elevate the Black woman over the Black man. Because one, Black women aren't a threat to them. That's number one. Two, you hit the minority thing with that too, Black and a woman. So you hit both of them, right? And that woman is not going to challenge too much. She's not. She's going to work the corporate ladder. She's not going to challenge too much. She's going to just do whatever she do or whatever. But Black men, no matter how great we are, they're threatened by us. The more educated we are, the more that we know how to do what we need to do. No, they don't like that. So there's always an attack on the Black man in this society. You have to be a very, very strong human being to be a Black American man, because everybody hates you. Everybody. Show me where we can go as Black American men to have some sort of refuge. Nowhere. Nobody likes us. Not a one. We have to be okay with that. We have to say, okay, cool. If I stand alone, I stand alone. And unfortunately, they've caused so much division in our community. We don't even like each other as Black men. We see another brother get ahead and you want to take him down. Because you saying who you think he is, or the two things that get you jealous with another Black man, if he making more money than you and he got a woman you perceive that he shouldn't have and why you can't have it. Now you want to take him down when there's plenty of other women for you to get, but you're worrying about that particular woman, right? I don't know why y'all tell me about a video of someone that can come on my show on Friday and talk with me. So you paid to tell me that? Okay. All right. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, they always want to divide Black men. Because think about it. If Black men are in a leadership position, if we are a leadership position, then it makes the community go better. You understand? This is why they always try to remove the Black man from the household. It was the Democrat Party that pushed all that division in our community and targeting the Black man for mass incarceration. This is documented history as happened to Black men. Black men couldn't be in the household to get welfare, but these men of other groups came across the border getting all kind of welfare, way more than what Black women were getting, and they men get to stay with their women all day long. That's exactly what happened. It's happening now. They're not telling the migrant women, oh, you got a man? Oh, no, you're not getting nothing. No, you good. You good. You understand? They get to keep the men in their families. They get to keep the men in their household. But when Black women needed some help, when Black women got some welfare, Black men couldn't be in the house. All that was designed to divide. in the black community and put black women in a position where they actually have to think, dog, man, I need this government assistance, which you deserve government assistance. You need, if anybody needs government assistance, you do. Because look at the position that you have been put in artificially. And the reason why I say artificially, because you didn't naturally get in that position. Every time you did for yourself, you were sabotaged, like Black Wall Street. Look at all the towns and different things that's happened to us that have been destroyed. That's artificial. No other group that come in here has had all that happen to them, like Black Americans. Other groups coming here are allowed to thrive. They're allowed to. They're given government assistance to thrive. But black people, we're not allowed to thrive like that. Not easily. They hide information from you. And if you do find the information, you got to go through so much stuff to get it. You're scrutinized a lot more. And when Democrats are in office, it's not like we can look back and say, you know what, man, the Democrats in office, man, mass incarceration rates go down. When Democrats in office, black people do so much better, in the area of capital, business, schooling, whatever. Black people don't have a sanctuary city. They're Democrat ran, but no black person has a sanctuary city. So people that come over here from different men of other countries come here, they can have a sanctuary, but black men don't have one. With the same Democrat Party that black men have been voting for the past 60 years. Isn't that a slap in the face? Men of other countries have sanctuary, but black men who have been voting for the Democrat Party have no sanctuary. It is what it is. So a lot of black men have woke up and say, wait a minute, hold on, bruh. Hold on. What are we doing here? What are we doing? We have literally been insane. And you know the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing, expecting a different result. We have been insane for years. We're going to have to status correct now. We got the status correct. And status correct is, let's look at this, let's rethink this political thing. We're not saying that we're not going to vote. We're not saying that. And once again, speaking of voting, we definitely got to vote, right? We definitely got to vote. We got to do our thing. And make sure you go to vote.gov. Ladies and gentlemen, vote.gov, register to vote, update your voter registration. I want all of you here to participate in the election, how you see fit. Vote.gov, ladies and gentlemen. Black men are saying, no, we need something now. A lot of black men say, nah, I don't want to go work for them folks. I want my own business. You know how many black men I talk to either are in their own businesses or starting their own businesses or working a job and having their own business? Black men have discovered I can make more money working for myself than I can working for these folks. I just seen a video of this little young sister got fired because she showed up to work 12 minutes late one day, 21 minutes late the next day. Well, it wasn't the next day. It was a few times or whatever. And see, that's the kind of stuff you're talking about right there. I understand we got work to do or we got work to start, but come on, man, 12 minutes, that's that kind of oppressive stuff that black folks just get tired of. And when you have your own business, you're going to actually work harder. You're going to show up on time because that's your baby at that point, right? But let's continue. Let's get back to Sister Nina Turner.
You don't do those things that lift and edify. Yes, identity is important. Both parties use it differently. Republicans use it to say that everybody black or brown or of a mixed race is somehow kind of way a DEI hire. They use it to say certain books will be banned. Don't tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth about how this country was formulated, because you might hurt a white child's feelings by saying that, yeah, chattel slavery existed, and oh, by the way, white powerful folks stole the land from the indigenous people. So all of those things, Chinese Exclusion Act, I mean, we can go down the list. But Democrats use it in a way that alienates other folks, and it offends me. So when I talk to black men across this country, they don't see themselves in this party. It's one thing to recognize the power and prowess of black women and the sacrifices that we make. It is another thing to put us above black men. The black struggle, black men and black women have to be together. We don't have the luxury to be separated, and so I resent the Democratic Party for doing that. And so black men do not see themselves in the party. That bravado, you know, because we got a kind of masculine energy, and masculine energy is not all bad, but the type of bravado that Trump puts forward is still very much rooted in a hierarchical patriarchy, and a lot of men gravitate to that.
So let's think about it for a minute. Do you, the men in the chat, do you really see yourself in Van Jones? Think about that. Do you really see yourself as a man in Van Jones? Crying every 5 minutes. You know, just what man see himself being Van Jones? What man see himself out here being D.L. Hughley? Who wants to be him at this stage right now? Who wants to be him? Who wants to be Plies right now? Who wants to be Luther Campbell? What man really see him say, you know what? I admire Luther Campbell. I admire him. And then you start looking into these guys and you're like, oh, well, I get why you're doing what you're doing, because you messed off your bag, you messed off this. I mean, it's sad that you got to relegate yourself now to a Democrat shield. What man really want to be Luther Campbell? He brought a lot of filth to hip hop. What man out here want to be Clyburn? What man want to be Clyburn? Doing fish fries and not doing and you not doing nothing. What man can look at Clyburn and say, you know what? Man, I really respect Clyburn. Man, I respect him. I want to be, that's the type of man I want to be, you know, or aspire to be. It's like Clyburn. That's what I'm talking about. So how do you see yourself in that party? Boule Martin. Who wants to be Boule Martin? Boule Martin is more sassy than black women are. Boule Martin, I think, what's the brother name? Black Alpha Network played a video of Boule Martin. I couldn't believe that. I didn't know that video existed. Boule Martin was up here on stage. He's up here twerking better than a woman. I say, oh my God, I thought the Hillary Clinton video was bad. Man, y'all saw that video that brother put on X, formerly known as Twitter. What man wants to be that? What man? So when I said it, Nina Turner said it, we don't see ourselves in that party. When you talk to black men, our conversation isn't abortion. So how can we see ourselves in that party? Look at all the men that's trying to talk down to you. They don't respect you, black man. That's why they talk down to you. They lie. The guy I was talking about, the straight lying. They lie. They defame, they slander, they double talk. That's all these guys are relegated to do. They can't say, okay, you said this and this is what it is because you was wrong for that. You said that and play it what you said. Okay, this is that. They don't even do things like that, which you could look at and say, okay, is that true or not? Okay, what's the information? They don't even talk to you. They don't even talk to you. I always tell people, if that gentleman you was talking about earlier that you paid money to tell me about, which I already knew about that because everybody shared that with me, if that gentleman wants to come here Friday, he can message me. Tell him to message me. I will clear the slate for him to come and speak his piece. I have no problem talking to Democrats. None. The Democrats are welcome to come talk to me. Well, if you're going to talk to me, you're not going to talk crazy. We're going to be adults. We're going to respect each other. We can respectfully disagree, but we're going to respect each other at the end. Because I'm not going to be arguing and going in on a black man, and I'm not going to be arguing and going in on a black woman for a freaking Democrat Party. It's not that serious for me. None of that mess is. It's politics. We got way more issues in the black community that we need to be focusing on than acting a fool behind a party that don't even respect your vote. Because call it what it is. They didn't respect the votes of the people. They didn't even have another primary. Kamala Harris was installed, and y'all didn't have a problem with that? That y'all didn't get to participate in picking her? Look, the donor class picked her. The donor class. The so-called 1% that Democrats claim that they don't like, they're the 1%. And they picked her. The delegates, which like what they say, like 4,000 delegates that they have in the Democrat Party. Those delegates selected her. None of you got to vote who are Democrats, and you don't take issue that you didn't get to vote. Once again, they start pulling that mess back in 2016 because call it what it is. Bernie Sanders should have got the nomination in 2016, and I believe if Bernie Sanders would have got the nomination, Trump would have never became president. I don't think that Trump could have beat Bernie Sanders. I don't think he could have. But the Democrats would rather put establishment Hillary Clinton up there, and that's how she got beat. They split the party. Bernie Sanders had all of the young people with him. He had all of the rallies were full. The man had it all. What more did you want? So it made me think Democrats wanted to lose the 2016 election. That's what made me think. I was like, look, Hillary, they're not even showing up at your events. You remember when she used to campaign, nobody would hardly show up because everybody at the Bernie Sanders events? How you say you would vote Democrat, get nothing and be happy? Yeah, that's a lot of black folk. That's a lot of black folk. They got this video. I think I told you about this sound going around where they're saying that Kamala Harris locked up black men, and then you have some black women on there talking about, I don't care. Like I'm still voting for her. Like that. I'm like, she'll lock you up. If you was in California, you know she locked up black women, right? People talk about she locked up black people, not just black men. Why don't you ask those mothers that got locked up? Matter of fact, let me put a call out because sometimes it happens. If any mother out there, black woman from California, if you were locked up with the truancy cases that Vice President Kamala Harris at the time she was Attorney General and I know she was when she was a DA or anything like that, if you got locked up, reach out to us. I would like to talk to you. I really want to hear your story. Because black women did get caught up too. It wasn't just black men. Because see, that's what it is. They kind of putting it like she just locked up black men. No, she locked up black women too. And then the other thing that's tripping me out about the Democrat Party right now, when y'all start liking police. Because let's go all the way back to Trayvon Martin and even before that. Y'all was against the police. Y'all didn't like DAs. Y'all didn't like judges or anybody in the criminal justice system. All this time, all the way up to George Floyd, y'all wasn't sitting up here being pro-DA, pro-attorney generals, pro-police. Now all of a sudden, y'all pro-police? Now y'all law and order like I thought that's what Republicans do. Talking about law and order and police and DAs and judges. Now y'all pro-police now. That's amazing. That is amazing at how pro-police y'all are now. Look, my thing is this. If you standing on something about criminal justice reform, then stand on that. Stand on it. Why does she feel comfortable leaning in talking about I was a prosecutor? She ain't been talking like that. They must have told her it's okay to say you're a prosecutor because it's not going to hurt you politically. What? That's it. I'm just saying that's interesting. I didn't know Black America was all pro-police now. So I guess you agree with Trump now that cops need all the immunity they can get. I guess. Because you're voting for police, right? And that's immunity. That's what that police support, right? That DA, that Attorney General support is protecting the police. So why y'all mad when Trump talking about immunity now? Which they already got qualified immunity. But why are you talking about, Trump gonna get immunity? And you think she wouldn't give him immunity? You really think she wouldn't get the police immunity? When she was one of them. You say voting doesn't work. I disagree with that. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Voting do work, especially on a local level. Voting do work, especially with congressional seats and Senate seats. But you have to target vote. You have to galvanize everyone to vote. And you have to pick a candidate from the grassroots. See, the problem is with our votes. No, voting works. It works. Because if you can have your candidate pick with a popular vote, it works. It really works. You can't tell me if everybody in a particular district, if everybody got on code in that district and say, hey, we going to pick, hey, this person has proven themselves in the community. We going to pick this brother right here. We're going to pick this sister right here. Everybody, because we have proved we are proving them to be who they are. Everybody black in this district, we're gonna vote for that brother, that sister, because they have been proven. We know their policies. We even help them craft their policies, right? We giving them the agenda to have for black people in this district. And if all black people would go out and vote, not the ones that sit at the couch either, but get off your behind off the couch and actually go out and vote, especially in your congressional seats. They got districts that black people are in that they can actually stand on business with black people because they're safe. And unfortunately, some of you still don't come out for them. Your mayor, you could definitely have a say-so in your mayor, your county commissioner, your judges, your DA. If you got some wicked judge, you write their name down and say, hey, all of us, we voting to get him out or her out. And we need to find a replacement to go in that position. Your district attorney, if they're horrible, hey, she got to go. No, it works. I'm just going to keep it 100. A lot of us are lazy. The only time we want to come out and vote for something is the president. And you do realize the president isn't the king or queen. They're not. Because black folks think if we vote for the president, all our problems will be solved. It's not. The president's job isn't to solve your local issues. They give you federal dollars. Your governor actually has more power in your state than even what the president do a lot of times. Your governor. Some of you don't even participate in who your governor is. You have a state like Mississippi, the blackest state in the union. All them black people should be registered to vote. All them black people should get all them. There's a lot of racists, and there was a lot of racists in power over there. It is. Y'all should be getting all them racists on out of there. All of them. But we only want to get galvanized to vote on some symbolism or for president. That's it. So no, it works. Now, another thing that he was saying about riots don't work. Riots, let me be careful what I say about that. I mean, what Martin Luther King said about that, and y'all know that quote, rioting is, he said, I think paraphrasing the voice of the unheard or something like that, and it should never come to that point. Protesting don't work. Protesting do work if you follow it with a strict economic boycott. It works. If you protest something and you don't be up there crying all day long, and then after that, you follow with a strict economic boycott, you give a time period. Say, okay, Walmart, you being racist to black people? Okay, cool. 6 months, no black people shop in Walmart. And all black people stick to it, actually have a code and stick to it. All we have to do is one good time to one major company, and all of them will fall in line. All them corporations will be like, hey, black people, I ain't like that. Man, don't do that to me. That's how they are. They're afraid. But our problem is why we don't get anywhere is because we have a lot of self-hate. We have a lot of rebellion in our community, a lot of rebellion. You don't want to follow something to benefit the community. Let's say you do a national boycott. We just hypothetical Walmart. You're going to have some black people. I'm going to Walmart. I ain't worried about them. They ain't got nothing to do with me. And that's why we don't get anywhere. Our numbers are too big not to having a great effect. We are the number one consumer in America, the number one. And if the number one consumer put a pause on spending, it's going to literally have a ripple effect in the economy. That's things that we could do without voting. You understand what I'm saying? Even if you got in a big city like Chicago, if all the black people in Chicago say we pausing our spending on a particular corporation because of how they treating black people. Oh, you don't hire enough black people. Now, if you really want to fix the migrant crisis and you see these corporations hiring a bunch of migrants underneath the table and paying them low, just economically boycott them. They say, no, you're anti-American. I'm boycotting you. You can do what you want. I'm just not going to spend my money. I'm going to go somewhere else. Trust me, that would have a ripple effect, and that would clean things up too. Sometimes you could take matters in your own hands. You don't have to commit a crime. You don't have to destroy property. Just don't spend your money. That's it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the migrants are affecting white. But see, white people, what economic boycott have they really led? None. Because everything's been good for them. Now, they'll wait for us to do it, and then they'll probably follow behind and try to say, yeah, I'm going to do it too. That sort of thing. But, I mean, they have never led no freedom movements because they never had to. But economic boycotts, Dr. King talked about economic pain. It works. Y'all just too, what's what I'm looking for? Y'all want things too quick. Y'all may keep up with it for 2 weeks, and after that, y'all back at it. Y'all back spending money with the people. That's why they don't take you serious. They're like, yeah, okay. We know they'll be back. They'll be back. They're not going to stick to that. And usually you don't. So that's why these people do you wrong. Democrats, they do you wrong because you're not willing to say, you know what, this election, Democrats, okay, that's your last time not prioritizing us. Don't worry about it. Go and talk to them other communities. You won't do that not even for one election cycle and let the Democrats crash and burn and come back and tell them we did that because you didn't do nothing for black people. We've been telling you about reparations. We've been telling you about your anti-black hate crime bill. So we're going to show you better. We can tell you. You're not willing to do that. So why would the Democrats do something for you? You'll give them your vote anyway. That's the message you send to the Democrat Party. Then you want to complain on the migrants when they getting resources. That's what you vote for. You could have corrected that issue by your voting, but you chose not to. I don't care what y'all say. I'm voting for her. Okay, vote for it then. Go ahead. Just don't complain when the migrants get the resources. Be quiet. Yeah, Eric, a microwave society. Everything in life is not quick. Some things you got to endure. Some things you got to wait. Some things you got to go through. And y'all don't want to go through nothing. Y'all don't believe in long suffering. Y'all don't believe in that. And that's why y'all will never be prepared for life. Because life, everything don't end quick. It don't. Yeah. You know, trust me. And when people heard me say, I think a person say, you was wishing the lockdowns would last longer. You know why? Because black people saved a lot of money. Black people was saving money, creating businesses during that lockdown. They wasn't at the club. They wasn't at the restaurants draining all their money. They was cooking at home and stacking up bread. The moment they opened up that economy again, here y'all go. Y'all just spending. And I understand cabin fever happened. Trust me, it happened to all of us, okay? Cabin fever. I get it. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But y'all just so quick to spend your money versus when you was forced to stay home. You had movies at home. You had the internet. You had all that at home. You had your grocery store so you could eat food. You can cook whatever food you wanted at home. You understand what I'm saying? You didn't have to go. If you wanted to do something with family, friends, you can have a nice little party at the crib. But the moment they opened up everything, you just spun all your money. That's what I'm talking about. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on the stream tonight. We greatly appreciate it. Make sure you click the subscribe button. Make sure you click the like button. It's very, very important. And we appreciate all your support and everything. We also appreciate the Shields for being here tonight and thanking them for their attendance. And, I hope you turn around one day. I hope you see that all that shilling you're doing is really not helping you. I mean, it's helping others, but it's not helping you. And I mean, even the little bit you get paid to do that, I mean, it's not enough, to be honest with you, because you actually deserve, the resources you're supposed to get, right? And people like yourself, you're happy with nickel and diamond, but you deserve reparations. You deserve all that sort of thing. But you thinking in your mind, you're not gonna get it, and you happy with the little change you get from the DNC, so you're gonna shield and all of that. But my thing is, can you go shield with the Palestinians? Can you go shield with the white people? Can you go shield with the Hispanics? Can you go shield with the Asians? Because remember, they're gonna vote too. So go shield over there. Because y'all never go shield to those people. You never do it. I mean, you're not really being a good Democrat shield if you don't talk to everybody, right? That's y'all favorite thing to say in the Democrat Party. Everybody and all, except Black Americans. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for listening. We'll see y'all tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.